Hey everyone, it's Shy from Shy Budgets. This is going to be a really raw footage for my channel, which I did not want to post this originally because I do not have a way to edit it, but that's okay. I'm coming to you from my bed, as you can probably see, and that's just simply because I am currently 33 weeks pregnant and I am on very, very strict bed rest. I apologize for any background noise. I've got my daughter behind me currently playing with her tub of toys, so she might be a bit loud. She's still learning inside voice at the moment, so I apologize for that. I apologize again for the really raw footage, but I wanted to come on and film the first video. I will not be doing a cash stuffing today. I do not have my envelopes here with me. I'm still waiting for them, but that's okay. And I don't have my prop notes either to do my digital and fixed expenses, which is what this pay and my next pay, coming Friday, I believe it is, would be anyway. So I can't actually film a cash stuffing, but I wanted to jump on and do a quick announcement, a little update. I guess a get to know me video, and then next week I will kind of talk about what categories I kind of have for my binders and my envelopes and everything else, and my maybe reason of why, or why I have the goal amount for each one that I have set. If you see me looking over to my left, that's because I've got a little bit of a kind of dot point down, so I'm just reading off that as well. But today is mainly going to be an announcement, update, kind of get to know me, as well as going through my, I guess, my finance goals for 2023. The list of words that I really want to focus on for the new year, and words that I want to avoid in the next year. And I apologize for saying a lot. I'm a little bit nervous. So I've actually been cash stuffing now for 2 years. I have not filmed it or uploaded it to YouTube, but I've been doing it at home. I wanted to originally start filming last year. However, that didn't happen. I had two major moves, and a whole heap of other stuff happened. I had a lot of stuff going on with my health. It was just really not the best time in my life to try and really focus on the YouTube journey that I wanted. So I have had to restart all of my sinking funds from scratch this year, and that's because of the two big moves and the health issues and everything else. So sorry, I'm just looking at the notes. My daughter will be 3 in April, so which is just after I have my son. I am going in for a C-section, so videos in February are maybe a bit delayed, or it might just have a gap, but that's okay. I do want to try and get myself onto a schedule, hopefully filming every Friday to be uploaded Monday, but I don't know how that's going to work just yet. Yes, so the big moves that I had, one was from Melbourne to Sydney, and then I had another one from Sydney down to like a small country town in New South Wales still. But one was interstate and one was, yeah. So those both drained me financially and physically, and my health took a major turn because of that. I'm still trying to pay off my son's nursery. and everything that comes into that, as well as trying to fully furnish our place that we want to get, which is another big kind of finance thing that's going on at the moment, and life. My partner wanted to buy a home and put it in his name. There's been quite a few delays with that. So at the moment, it might be that I'm actually going for the home in my name, and then we're going to see if we can move into it straight away. Because there's just so many delays with my partner, and we really need to get into our own place, hopefully in the next 6 months. But for now, we are just staying with his dad in a granny flat. So there's me, my partner, and will be our 2 kids in a granny flat, and then in the main house, it's got his dad and his dad's side of the family. So, oh, and I also do have a dentist check and clean coming up in this month, actually. That's $300. So that's a huge financial cost that's coming up that I need to pay off before I can really start or restart, I guess, my sinking funds from scratch. I am trying to become debt free this year. I don't have much debt. It's just Afterpay, which is I used for my son's nursery and getting my daughter some clothes, and Zip as well. A really bad run with Zip last year with the move and everything else. It was covering, the groceries to be delivered. It was covering a whole heap of just small purchases here and there. So I want to get that paid off. And the other thing is I currently engaged. It's my ring. Gorgeous ring. I don't know if it's actually showing up on camera, but that's my ring. It was not an expensive ring, but I don't like expensive jewelry. So I absolutely love that. We are planning to get married this year in November on the 26th. So it's not until the end of the year. We've got a few months to still pay off everything. We do have the reception booked in and the ceremony. Because where we live in the small country town, we were able to get the ceremony for free, basically. We're going to a local park, so we've just sort of hired out a space in the park. But our council does certain parks in our town for free. And then the reception, we have already actually paid the booking deposit for that, but that was $100. So really cheap, really good for, what we want. We do not have many guests either. It's about 60, roughly 60 guests. So it's a smaller wedding, but we've managed to do that for maybe I'm gonna say about 15K. We are trying to still bring that down because we don't want to be paying that much. 15K would be about $7,500 each for us because we are going completely half each. So we do want to bring that down quite a lot. So where am I up to here? Sorry. This is so bad, this video. I apologize. Yeah, so I was originally planning to start filming and uploading on my channel last year. I had so much happening, I wasn't able to, and that kind of got me down a little bit, but I'm starting this year. I'm starting fresh, and that's okay. My top 4 biggest inspirations, which I believe all of these ones do have a YouTube channel as well. Yeah, all of these have YouTube channels. I think some of them actually have Etsy stores too. If you wanted to go and check out and support their channels, they are Hope Budgets, Taylor Louise Budgets, which my daughter and I absolutely love. If I ever refer to Taylor Louise Budgets in future videos of the Taylor Show, that's what my daughter calls her channel. Carrie Cash, who is absolutely amazing. Erin twibbles around aimlessly. Those were the top 4 biggest inspirations when I first found out what cash stuffing was, and sort of started looking into like how it could work for me and my family. And then from there, it kind of grew. So I've now also got Just Roll It in Glitter. I've got like my Money Talks Budget, I think her name is, for her channel. And quite a few others, but there will be another shout out video to that. I do know that this video is going to be a pretty long one. We're already at 10 minutes, so I apologize. I have no way to edit any of this, so I'm really, really sorry. I want to hopefully have some way to edit and cut down my videos, or just make it a little bit better. Lighting, everything. That will be coming in a few weeks, though, hopefully. Yes. So, I apologize again. I'm just trying to see where I am. Oh yeah, so when I'm cash stuffing, I'm going to be using a mix of prop notes and cash. So prop notes are usually notes that you use to show what you have in the bank. So once a sinking fund, say, hits like $100, you might put that back into the bank and have a prop note, like a fake $100 bill in there, to show that, oh yeah, I've got $100 in the bank and I've got this in cash. However, I'm going to be doing it a bit different. I'm going to be doing it, I guess, a bit similar to how the Millennials Budget channel does it. So for my fixed bills or my digital bills, or majority of my wedding binder cash stuffing, I'll be using prop notes. So most of my wedding vendors and everything else, they need to be paid online. So I'll be using prop notes when I cash stuff that. And then for the cash part of the wedding binder, I will be using physical cash. I will be using physical cash in my variable expenses, or my revolving kind of binder, because I pay $150 for groceries per month. My partner pays $150 for groceries per month, and that I don't want all of that sitting in my wallet at one time. So I might put, say, $50 in my wallet for groceries at once, and then the rest of it will just sit in the revolving, and so on and so forth. We also have like a few other categories in my wallet as well, so I don't want to be carrying around too much cash in my wallet. I am aiming to have one video a week, as I am paid weekly. I get what I like to refer to as a week A pay and a week B pay. So my week A is quite a lot higher than what my week B is. But I'll go through that when I start cash stuffing. And I might increase that in the future as well, due to how many binders I have set up, because there's quite a lot. Not all of my binders, though, get stuffed on YouTube, and that is due to privacy reasons and like safety reasons. My fiance, he has 2 binders for himself. He has a everyday binder that I've helped him set up, and he's got a sinking funds binder. Neither of those will be stuffed on YouTube. He has not agreed to show them on YouTube, but he's really excited to see that savings grow for him. If that changes in the future, I can update that, but as of right now, they will not be getting stuffed on YouTube. They won't be getting stuffed every stuffing, like not all of my binders will be getting stuffed every stuffing. So I'll explain how or when they get stuffed when I start the flip through, or when I film the flip through, I should say, or, you know, the little explanation of that, because I am still waiting on envelopes. I did make a very, very huge order with a really lovely YouTube channel, Just Roll It in Glitter. So when those envelopes come through, I will do a little quick flip through and sort of explain how I'm actually using those envelopes in my binders and my wallet and everything else. I do have all of the binders written down though in a book, so I might go through the book and just explain how I'm using it and the goals for them and stuff like that, so that when I do the flip through of all the envelopes, it'll be a bit of a quicker video, just simply for editing purposes. I do not have any editing programs or software or anything like that, so I cannot edit videos right now. If you have any questions though, can you please leave them down below? I would love to answer them. I might answer them in my next video. I'm still trying to work out how to reply to comments at the moment. So yes, but if you like this video or you want to stick around and watch as I start my cash stuffing journey, and well, the filming part of it and the documenting and, you know, just restarting all of my sinking funds and everything like that, please comment, like, and subscribe. And I do have to have a PSA though, which is a personal service announcement, I believe that abbreviation means. If anything is commented that it's really hateful or really toxic or, you know, things like that, I will have to remove them. I will have to block and report it, because it's not just going to be me on this channel. I will have my daughter on here sometimes doing her savings challenge. When my son gets a bit older, he might be on this channel as well, doing his savings challenge. So I need to keep this channel really inclusive, really informative, and just fun. Like, oh, and PG, really, because my kids will be on here. So I don't want, you know, them to accidentally come across a comment that's just really bad or just not needed. So if you don't have something nice to say, that's okay, but please keep it to yourself. Or you can DM me as well. I do have an Instagram. I just can't link it in this video at the moment. I will link it in a separate video though. So, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, that's just my daughter. She wanted some help putting together her little unicorn game. But yes. So, I'm in no way a financial advisor. I am simply doing this because I started this 2 years ago and I found out how amazing this system is to help you get ahead. Not just financially, but I feel like it's helped me get ahead emotionally and mentally. It made me feel a lot more safe and secure with my finances. It really, really helps. When I was first starting out, I had no idea what a budget was. And I can now thankfully say I know how to set a budget really, really well. I know how to adjust my budget if anything comes up that I wasn't expecting before I get paid, as I usually budget about a week before my pay. So I know how to adjust it or adapt it if I need to, and I know how to stick to it. Sometimes it's hard, but that's okay. But yes, I'm in no way a financial advisor. This is something I'm doing for my family and our future. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I'm so sorry. She's brought me up her little puzzle toys from her puzzle game. So yes, I will now be going over my goals, or my financial goals, I guess, for 2023. I will be doing them quite quickly, as this is already such a long video, and I apologize. I am so sorry. I am so sorry about the background noise. Hopefully in the next few weeks I can get better quality videos out for you. So my first top priority, I guess, financial goal, but it could be a life goal as well, it could be a personal goal, is to move into my own home with my fiance and our 2 kids by the end of August at least. If it doesn't happen by then, I'm not going to be too mad, but I really do want to try and do it in the next 6 months. I really, really want to pay off my debt. And the other, I guess, financial costs, like the major financial costs, like my dental check and clean, I need that done before I have my son. So that needs to be paid off by the end of January. I need the wedding paid off technically a month before the wedding, but some of it can be paid off basically up until the week before, which is fine. That's no worries at the moment. I do need to finish setting up my nursery. I haven't got that much left to sort of set up. It is a bedside nursery because it's quite a small granny flat. I need to rearrange the bedroom though at the moment, which is okay. And I need to get a couple more just small items basically for my postpartum care, as well as like bath supplies and stuff for my son. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. And I apologize for having to pause it and then press play again quite a lot. I do need to pay off my small business licensing fees quite soon, actually. I know that's coming up. I'm just not sure of the date yet. I do have a small business. It's not for cash stuffing though, or around that. I made this small business maybe 3 years ago now, and I wanted to originally just do it for like babies and toddlers, for essential gift baskets for low income kind of families. And since then, I've kind of branched out, and now I do essential gift baskets for any event, any occasion, any age, really. You can make a custom order. You could do like gender reveals if you really wanted to. You could do a wedding, gift basket. Whatever the occasion is, I can do it. That's just what my small business is. So I do need to pay the licensing fees on that. That's a 3 yearly cost. It's about $500. I need to go and get my kitten desexed and microchipped and everything like that, which will be about $500 if I miss out on the next council day. So in our small town, we have a council day basically that comes out, and they'll do microchipping and vaccinations and like desexing and everything else that you might need, to get all that stuff done, registration, everything, and it's about $100. So I'm going to really, really try and get that done at the council day, but if I can't, that's okay. I want to pay off my half of the wedding before the wedding's due. I'm aiming to do the whole half of my wedding 1 month before, but if I can't, that's okay. I just need to have it, I think for my own sanity and clarity and, peace of mind and everything else, I want to have it done a minimum of a month before the wedding. And that includes all the cash stuff as well that I could hopefully have done by then. My ultimate goal, though, would be to have it at least 2 months before. I do want to fully fund a minimum of 20 sinking funds. I'm not going to be too hard on myself on that one because that really could consist of my wedding funds as well. They are still sinking funds. Yes, I am going to use them this year, but they're still fully funded. There's still a sinking fund. There's still something that I'm saving up for. So that's a really huge goal for me to do. I do want to have a minimum of $500 in my bank cushion by the end of this year. I'm hoping to eventually have that at 1,500. I haven't got there yet. I did have it at 2,000. Again, big moves, health issues, everything else happened, and that went down the drain quite quickly. I do want to have my mum's lot and plaque paid for and like made up and stuff, so I have somewhere to go and talk to my mum on her death anniversary or even her birthday, and just somewhere for her, because she hasn't got anywhere at the moment. She passed away when I was really young. I was about 3 years old, and she still doesn't have anywhere for kind of to go. So I always go to the river on those occasions, and just set off a balloon or like throw a rose or something in the river. She loved water, so that's what I'm doing at the moment, but I'd really like to get that done by the end of the year. I need a new phone. I'm using my partner's old phone from when he was in year 7. So my partner and I have decided to go 50-50, just half and half for a new phone. The new phone that I've looked at and I really want to get, it is $2,000. So what we've talked about, what we've decided and agreed on is that he'll pay $1,000 for me for my birthday to get the phone, and I'll pay $1,000. I'll also give him $1,000 for his birthday because he's doing the same for me for my birthday. For our anniversary, I'm giving him $400 because he's paying me half for my new Xbox that I want to get myself, which is $425 each. So it's about $850 all up, and that includes warranty. So that's a huge purchase. But because we're going half each, it is a lot easier to get that. My other financial, personal kind of life goal is I really want to fully furnish our new home when we get it. Or like when we get the keys and are able to move straight in. I want to have it fully furnished so that, we are able to have maybe a couple guests come over here and there, or we can like host a lunch or something. I do want to have a minimum of at least $50 in all of my kids' savers. By the end of the year, I most likely will have more than that because so they each have 3 savers each. My daughter and my son, and if I have any future kids, they will all have the same amount of savings accounts, for the same kind of savings goals. So their college savings account goal is $15,000. If me and my partner do half each, then that's $7,500. Then we have a first car goal and a first home goal. So for them, it's $7,500 each goal for each of those, for each child as well. Which, I just quickly get the calculator out. I believe that is, 3,750 would be what me and my partner would pay for those 2 goals, which isn't that much. And they get that when they reach 18. My daughter had her savings account quite high and it got destroyed. So I now have to rebuild that. I don't want to put pressure on myself though to do it really, really quickly, because when I did that last year, I ended up realizing that with all the pressure of me trying to rebuild it and rebuild it and rebuild it, I ended up actually needing to take out of it because I put in that much from each paycheck that I then didn't have food on the table. Or I was putting behind my rent payments because I was trying to stock her savings account back up. So for this year, I'm going to be putting in $5 into each of her accounts. So all 3 of her accounts will get $5 each. Same with my son. And that's every month. Sorry about that. My daughter came up and she'd actually knocked the camera. Let's quickly pause that. My son will be getting the same. So it's only $15 really that I'm putting into their savings accounts each month. So that will be, I know I'll hit that goal by the end of the year. Actually, I believe, yeah, so I'll hit that goal within the first 4 months of the year. And that's amazing. I didn't want to set it too high because I didn't want to put that pressure on myself. I don't want to get overwhelmed with my goals because I have quite a lot and they're quite big goals this year. And that was just perfect for me. So now what I'm going to be focusing on quickly, and I do know this is super long, it's already 30 minutes. I apologize. I'm going to go over my words that I want to focus on in 2023 quickly. And then I might go over my personal goals quickly towards the end. Or I might do it in a separate video. So the words that I want to focus on in 2023 is growth. I really want to grow in my small business. I want to grow in my personal life. I sort of feel like I've been at a standstill, really. Or I'm not like improving in any aspect of my personal life or my financial side for the past year. I felt like I'm not going anywhere, but I'm not going backwards, sort of, at the same time. I want to focus on revamping. So instead of being like, oh my God, I can't afford all these binders or these sinking funds, or, you know, the budget that I have is not working for me, I want to take a leaf out of Taylor Louise's book and I want to revamp my system if it's not working for me. Last year I used quite a different word and I realized that it was quite toxic and it was why my system wasn't working as well as it should have been, and as well as it did work in the first year I started patch stuffing. The other word that I want to focus on is reinvent. So I want to be able to reinvent and reinvest into myself and my family and my kids. The other words are progress, financial freedom and debt freedom, creativity. I'm a very creative person, but I have blocked my creativity in the last year, and I really don't want to do that. I do want to focus on positivity. If someone or something in my life is not giving me the positivity, I don't want that in my life. I don't want the opposite of positivity in my life. So I don't want anything negative in my life. I don't want, you know, because I have such big goals for myself as well as my family has big goals this year. I don't want anything to be dragging us back from that or dragging us down from that or causing problems. I want a positive, creative 2023. The other ones are quality, flexibility, and assertiveness. So I can be really stingy. When I start cash stuffing, I will go for something that's cheap and could break and then I need to go and get it again just because of the price. But if it's something that I know I'm going to use quite a lot and I'm going to, need it to be a bit more high quality, yes, it's going to be more expensive. But in the end, if it's higher quality and it's going to last me a longer time, it's going to actually be cheaper in the long run. And that's what I want to focus on. I want to have flexibility because I tend to set a schedule for myself and I'm so strict on it and strict on myself that I don't give myself a lot of flexibility. And I want to focus on that in 2023. I do want to be more assertive. And I do want to simplify things. I am the type of person that will do things quite, I guess, perfectionist style, for lack of a better word, and it will be quite, like it's not simplified at all. It's very, I can't think of the word, but yeah, I want to simplify my 2023. I want to work on my confidence in my 2023, which is part of my personal goals as well. Working on my confidence. So once I have my son, especially because I'm having a C-section, that is something I didn't have with my daughter. I was told I should have, but I didn't. There was a lot of medical issues with my daughter as well, and it was just a horrible labor. But I want to work on my confidence. So once I have my son, I'd like to get myself into healthier eating habits and getting myself back to a really good weight. Working on my anxiety and stuff like that. I want to be able to have enjoyment out of my 2023, which I didn't have in my 2022. And that's simply because I put too much pressure on myself. I want to prioritize. I want to work out my priorities and really prioritize them in my 2023. In 2022, I set priorities and I forgot about them because I had so much other stuff going on. They fell to the back, and that should not have happened. I want to make myself available. What I mean by that is I want to make myself available to experiences or activities and stuff like that that I can go out and do with the kids, or that me and my partner might want to do for just us, or even just going out with friends maybe once a week or something like that. I want to make myself available for those activities. Instead of just saying, oh, no, I don't have time because I've got this, and this. I want to make myself more available, which does also come under prioritize and flexibility and positivity. And the last word that I want to focus on in 2023 is manifestation. This is something I have used since I was about 14, really. I will talk like I've already achieved my goals, usually. 2022, I didn't. 2020, I didn't. 2021, I didn't. The last couple of years, I've really fallen off track with that. So in 2023, I really want to focus on manifesting what I want so that I can make it happen. The words that I really want to avoid, though, in my 2023, I want to avoid toxicity. I want to avoid negativity. I want to avoid pressure. I want to avoid high stress situations or being strict with myself. I want to avoid overwhelm. I want to avoid being busy. I want to avoid the word failure or fail. I want to avoid that feeling. Coming under busy as well is drained. I want to avoid self-sabotage because I tend to do that a lot with how much stress and strictness I put on myself to get all of my goals done. I want to avoid using excuses as well in 2023 to not start something. So, for example, I wanted to film and upload in 2022. And I was making up all of these excuses because of everything else going on and the high stress situation that I was in at the time throughout the majority of 2022 to not film and upload, which also affected my cash stuffing. And I want to avoid that this year. I want to avoid overloading myself with too much just random things. I want to avoid clutter. I want to avoid list anxiety, which is actually another thing that Taylor Louise also has stated on her channel that she wants to avoid in 2023, which I found so refreshing that I wasn't the only person that had something like that. I thought that I was the only person that had list anxiety. So to find out that one of my biggest inspirations on this financial journey for me and my family had something like that and also was trying to focus on that, that was really, really inspiring. So yes. The last one I want to avoid, and I couldn't think of a better word to put this, but I want to avoid the word poor or the feeling of poor because I'm not poor. I don't want to be poor in anything, like poor in health, or I don't want to be poor in money or like financial. I don't want to be poor in sort of like activities and adventures and stuff with the kids and my family and, you know, everything there. I feel like that would be manifesting a bad year if I'm using that word in my life. So I want to say that I am good with money, or I am getting better and growing with my money, or, you know, with personal experiences or something like that. I can't think of a better word though to use other than poor. So I am so sorry if that sounds rude or anything. I hope that my explanation on what I mean by that was good. And if you still don't understand it though, please comment down below. I'll try and explain the best I can. I apologize so much for how long this video has been. It's already at 43 minutes. So I am actually going to stop the video here. And I will try and get that uploaded as soon as possible. Hoping to get the editing done for not the next video, but the next couple of videos after this, just to make it a bit easier. If I can get my partner to help me with that, because he's really techie, if he can get time off, like time away from work and his DJ side business and everything else, that would be really good. If not, then that's okay. Yes, and in my next video, I will be going over just the categories and explaining those. So please keep an eye out for that. And if you've liked today's video, even though it has been super long and I'm so sorry, please leave a comment, a like, a subscribe, and I promise my next videos will hopefully not be this long. And once I get the envelopes from that order as well, I will hopefully be making a video kind of like putting my labels on that I've made at home and sort of doing like a quick flip through of those and how I plan on using them and the goals. Keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for the cash stuffings that are coming. I will hopefully be posting once a week. I might be posting a little bit extra this week just because of the fact I don't have an editor and a way to edit. And there's quite a few videos that I want to get out. So please keep an eye out for that. Alright, thanks. Bye!